in the evening, or on Saturday by appointment. All your insurance needs under one roof. To combine and save, talk with State Farm agent Steve Rich.
We are Best One.
The best tires.
The best customer service.
Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Visit our store or bestoneofmonroe.com to shop tires, request an appointment, and more. See these? See us at Best One of Monroe, selling tires, serving people.
Are you looking for a place where Christian values meets compassionate care? Christian Care Retirement Community has an independent living, assisted living, specialized memory care, and their new short-term rehabilitation program designed for the best in recovery. The mission of Christian Care is enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate service, rooted in faith, guided by love, and dedicated to respect and stewardship. Join them in the experience to support community where Christian values shine through. Christian Care Retirement Community, where faith and care come together.
Are you sick of working 12-hour shifts and weekends at your current job? Come join our team at Smith Brothers Berne, where we pride ourselves in providing our employees with a family atmosphere, a Monday through Friday work week, and a clean and air-conditioned work environment. Our employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $16 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with yearly bonus incentives and a competitive benefits package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at 356 Monroe Street in Berne.
Good evening. Welcome to South Adams High School, home of the Starfires, here at Starfire Field. Very proud to bring you the very first fall action of the 2025 season. Dylan Malone with Sean Hamrick calling the South Adams girls soccer team playing the Bishop Luers Lady Knights tonight. This is the Sprunger and Sprunger pregame show. I want to welcome in my partner. Upstairs is, I don't want to forget, Allie up on the roof there. Allie West is with us as well. Full crew. But, Sean, welcome in.
Hey, thanks, Dylan. It's good to be here. It's hard to believe we're in the fall season once again.
I mean, I was still trying to get a tan.
Yeah,
but, same
here.
We're here.
But that doesn't mean that you can go out and buy any of those pumpkin spice lattes.
Oh, they're already available.
No,
they're already out there.
No.
Yep, Walmart's got their Halloween stuff out and about, so it's definitely here, whether you're ready or not. But anyway, we do have sports here today. Apologies for we had a little bit of issue with the audio, but we got it figured out. We've got under 12 minutes of this pregame. We'll bring you our sponsorship first here. Sprunger and Sprunger, founded by Corey and Allison Sprunger, from adoption to advanced elder law planning and everything in between. Sprunger and Sprunger is a full-service law firm with offices in Berne, Bluffton, Portland, Waynedale, Angola, and Fort Wayne. Visiting Sprunger and Sprunger for all your legal needs is easy and convenient. The Bishop Luers Lady Knights come into Berne, and that's the contest we'll see. That's the same contest we started with last year for Coach Armin. He's back at the helm once again. Your thoughts, maybe, Sean, maybe we could start with last year, how they finished, kind of recap since this is the beginning of the year.
Well, I don't remember too much from last season.
I got some numbers for you.
All right, do you? Okay. So.
But last year, the Stars, as they were kind of figuring out their way, they ended 2-14-1, saw a lot of improvement throughout the season. Had a big win against Heritage. I think that 2-1 win kind of gave us a spark that we needed. It was not a season full of wins, but as Coach Armin would have put it, it was a season full of improvements under a new direction, new culture, as the program thrives on this turf here.
Yeah, definitely. Moving to turf speeds up the game for the ones that were playing on the grass pitch before, and moving to the turf, it definitely changed things up for them to get used to. Your incoming freshmen didn't have to deal with that too much. I mean, they played, for fall soccer and stuff, so they would play it on grass still. But yeah, I would say that getting used to the faster action of play. I talked to Coach Armin earlier a couple weeks ago, and actually last Friday we were golfing together. But I asked him how things looked, and he said the girls are going to be well conditioned. That's one thing. If you know Coach Armin, he definitely wants to see his girls on the top of their game, being able to have that endurance and outlast the other teams. So that's going to be a focal point of keeping that endurance up. And I think with that, the other things will start coming, the offense and the defense as well. So,
I mean, with such a short roster, and we'll talk about that here in a bit, but the short roster, the conditioning has to be peak for us to have success here. And kind of looking at the numbers from last year, 17 goals total, about a goal a game is what they average. But really where they were hurt is allowing, 60 goals during the season. It was a total of 59. But that is where South Adams needs to improve, is how to stop the bleeding, how to keep good teams away from our defensive end of the field. And I think that conditioning you talked about is going to really help in that area.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you can control the ball on defense, get it up to your mids and your forwards, you don't have to worry about the defense as much, But you got to definitely have a good defensive presence in soccer. That's something that back when I coached Park and Rec that definitely focused on was the defensive side, keeping the ball, off your half of the pitch and keeping it up to the mids and the forwards. So that's definitely something that South Adams is going to have to work on with that endurance and that conditioning. Is just if they do get the ball, getting it upfield quicker to open girls and stuff, and having those girls ready to receive the ball.
Last year, playing Blackhawk Christian, that's our second game of the season. This year we'll head to their place on the 21st. But I remember that 2-1 contest, it was really riveting to watch the girls, a lot of freshmen, a lot of nines on that roster, holding a really good team. It was 1-0 for the longest time. And then eventually the Stars scored, and Blackhawk Christian got a goal in the second half, and they won 2-1. But the takeaway was, hey, that's a good soccer program we just held to 2 goals. It didn't quite translate to wins the rest of the year, but I think the nines that are now 10s on this roster, I'm really looking forward to see how they build off of that experience.
Definitely. You say, looking at the 10s, this team is made up of pretty much all 10s.
Yeah, there's a lot of 10s to go around.
Actually, there's 10 10s. So, yeah, when you got when you got that many, that's you can definitely build off of that. It's unfortunately, being sophomores, a lot of them did get some playing time as freshmen. So they do have a little bit of, varsity experience. They're used to facing upperclassmen. So the thing is they're going to have to be ready to go and step up. Because when you look at the rest of the roster, you've only got one junior, Lydia Bauman, and then 2 seniors, Lindsay Lefevre and Ava Schmidt. So those girls have all played several years. So they're going to be in key roles too, leading this sophomore-laden class or roster.
I mean, we did have a few more seniors, but they elected not to come out this season. And it is going to be left up to this sophomore class, particularly because there were no freshmen that came out this year. Kind of a shocking number for Coach Armin to see 0 nines on the roster. He's hoping that will kind of change. Maybe he can get some sophomores next year to come out for the first time, maybe get some freshmen incoming. I think we were talking before. I think it is the success breeds success moniker. As South Adams improves in soccer, you're going to find interest in it. You're going to find more fans in the stands. So they're going to find a way to make this interesting here at Starfire Field, and I think that the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, success breeds success. We've seen on other programs here at the school. When you got numbers, you can build on those numbers. unfortunately for South Adams, they don't have a middle school soccer program. They rely on the Park and Rec program, which you do get a lot of numbers out for that to help build. That's a fall program that they offer in the county here. So that's something that, and I know there's been some talk of some middle school soccer going on. So in the ACAC, so it'd be, you got to use something to build, that success. I know Coach Armin's involved with those programs as well. So it's just getting girls interested in playing the game, because not everybody can be on the other teams. There's only so many spots on a roster. So getting kids out to play sports in the fall, the start of school, to me, that's the exciting time to start getting involved, right off the bat, and being a part of whatever sport you're involved in. And, today there's so many things for kids to do inside of school and outside with all the clubs. So
Sure. This is the Sprunger and Sprunger pregame show. We're going to wrap it up here with under 4 minutes to go in the pregame. When we come back, we'll likely have some starting lineups. We'll see when they do the national anthem, but more to come. We'll have more to discuss of both of these squads and the opening kickoff. So stick around. You're watching Witness Media. We'll be right back.
Are you sick of working 12-hour shifts and weekends at your current job? Come join our team at Smith Brothers Berne, where we pride ourselves in providing our employees with a family atmosphere, a Monday through Friday work week, and a clean and air-conditioned work environment. Our employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $16 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with yearly bonus incentives and a competitive benefits package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at 356 Monroe Street in Berne.
At Decatur Dental Services, all of our offices provide complete dental care, including crowns, bridges, and dentures, teeth whitening, orthodontics and Invisalign, restorations, preventative care, cosmetics, and sports mouth guards. In Decatur, Botox and Juvederm are available as well. We have offices in Decatur, Geneva, Berne, Bluffton, and Warren to serve you. To learn more about our doctors, office hours, and insurance information, please visit DecaturDentalIN.com or like us on Facebook. New patients are always welcome, as are patient referrals, so contact us today.
When you order an East of Chicago pizza, you get a pizza done right. A delicious East of Chicago pizza is created with dough made fresh every morning, your choice of thin or specialty crust, a savory blend of cheeses, and the tastiest toppings. For a limited time, you can enjoy a delicious large 2-topping pizza from East of Chicago for just $9.99. Available in Berne for a limited time. The next time you order pizza in Berne, remember, East of Chicago is pizza done right.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also a double-pane window that apparently weighs 800 pounds owner, an inconveniently located electrical outlet owner, and a kitchen floor made for triple axles owner. Fortunately, you're also an American Standard owner, which means you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going, no matter what happens. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Or American Standard dealer, Don Myers, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
When you walk through our doors, you'll find smiling faces, exceptional service, and a sense of family. With trusted financial solutions tailored to you. Discover the difference today. Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA. So you think you found the right guy on social media? It could be that person isn't who you thought they were. If you don't give out your personal information, you won't be a victim of fraud. A message brought to you by Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
At First Bank of Berne, we believe strong local communities are good for everyone. It's why we invest in the lives and dreams of the people, businesses, and farmers in our hometowns. When you bank locally, our communities prosper because money is deposited, invested, and spent locally. At First Bank of Berne, improving the financial futures of those in our local communities is at the heart of everything we do.
We've recently undergone a name change. Why the name change? Well, quite honestly, it's because trademarks matter. What's not changing is us, our processes, our approach. Now, why Flight Financial Advisors? For any flight to be successful, we need to have a lot of training, a lot of coordination, a lot of planning, and a team behind you. We want to be your flight team, help you chart the path, mitigate risks, and get you to your destination safely.
If you haven't seen the large new showroom at Laban Feed Mill on County Road 000 just east of Berne, now is the perfect time to come and see our expanded inventory. Fall is a great time to sow or repair your lawn with our Execu Turf Lawn Seed. We also carry a large selection of fertilizers, herbicides, and insecticides for your lawn and garden needs. Don't forget to ask us about our Pro Pig Duracube Softener Salt, the cleanest and purest softening salt available today. Layman Female thanks all of you for keeping an eye out for farm equipment on the roadways during harvest season, and we look forward to seeing you here soon.
At FM Investment Services, we continue to serve and advise our clients with dedication and experience, and our team includes 2 registered investment professionals. Lee Flickinger, with over 30 years of experience helping clients navigate their financial journeys, and Lori Garwood, bringing more than 25 years of investment expertise to the table. Together, Lee and Lori are committed to helping you achieve your financial goals, and supporting them is Tina Marbaugh, Administrative Assistant, who has 4.5 years of experience in the investment field. Call us today, 260-368-9939 to schedule your consultation. FM Investment Services, experience you can trust, advice you can count on.
I'm Peyton Priest, and I play volleyball at the University of St. Francis. I had opportunities to play at another university. I chose St. Francis because I wanted to be closer to home. I wanted a more faith-based college. I just feel at home and safe when I walk around campus. The professors know my name. That's what I love. I love seeing how God has brought me here to St. Francis. Coming here was the right choice for me.
With origins dating back to 1931, National Oil and Gas is a regional provider of bulk tank fuel deliveries to farmers, home heating oil deliveries to consumers, and gasoline to service stations. Our solid business practices and longevity have established us as a main force in the fueling industry. And at National Oil and Gas, our goal is to use our God-given talents and resources to serve our customers and communities each and every day. Contact us today for all your petroleum needs and how we can service you.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
Ace is the only hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 3,800 stores. With Benjamin Moore's premium quality, huge selection of colors, plus Ace's award-winning service, you can be confident you're getting the best. Then buy in store or online for curbside pickup or free delivery. When you want the best, Benjamin Moore paint from Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Your local Ace has everything you need, and since we're right around the block, we'll deliver your paint for free.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back to South Adams. Kickoff just underway here. The first portion of the first half brought to you by Graber Insurance. For great insurance, call Mark, Toby, Barb, or Kyle for a free quote today. Graber Insurance, your hometown agency. Our scoreboard sponsor tonight, CMA Truck and Auto. For no gimmicks and hidden fees, just quality vehicles at a fair price. Stop by CMA Truck and Auto on the south edge of Berne or online at cmatruckandauto.com. CMA strives to offer various vehicles to meet you and your family's needs. Well, Sean, we're about to kick off the fall season here, season opener for both of these squads, South Adams and Bishop Luers. And I wanted to get my ducks in a row and make sure I had all the starters properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 10 on Luers' side. I missed somebody, but I know where I missed it, in between 13 and 17. There we go, 16. Okay,
16.
we got a full roster for Bishop Luers. That's good news.
Yeah.
But they are set to take the field here. Fresh start for both of these teams. Both had losing records last year. Both would love to say they've improved a lot in the offseason. 2-14-1 for the Stars. And for Luers coming in, they had a season slightly better record-wise. They were 4-13. But both of these teams short on numbers, but high in hopes. Here we go. Luers controlling first. Kind of get to some players as we go here. Opportunity early, possibly good defense, though. Luers will reset. So, Sean, Coach mentioned trying to have a trap defense, trying to get them, bait them into some offsides on this end. But as far as when the ball's already on this field, what do you kind of key on defensively?
I mean, definitely, trapping the ball, like Coach Armin is trying to get his girls to do. Just, awareness of, where your offensive players are at. If they're marking you up, you got to mark them up. You got to stick with them. Make sure that you're playing them tight, because you never know when you're going to get that breakaway girl with some speed to try to get out in front of you.
This is always the part of the game where you're feeling out the other team. Soccer, very much a game, and tell me if I'm wrong, very much a game of you got to kind of pick your battles when you get aggressive and when you kind of rest your energy just a bit.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at the South Adams roster, they've only got 2 girls on the sideline, so they're going to have to conserve their energy. See a shot there.
A fantastic stop. That looked like a goal for sure.
Yeah. Fonte did a good job there of making that stop. But
first opportunity for Luers, that was Ariana Tejada. She's just a freshman. Had a good look at it. Led to a corner kick, but nothing doing there. Stars will handle it now.
It's a good boot from the corner.
Luers aggressive. Ball at midfield. Stars looking to change possession, but a good steal here.
One thing, Dylan, the Stars are going to have to do is win those 50-50 balls, and the ball's in the air. They've got to find a way to position themselves and get control of that ball as it comes down and be able to do something with it. As we see right now, Luers has been controlling this ball for the majority of this half so far.
Lydia Baumann did a nice job kind of redirecting. Had it stolen, but good effort to get it back. That got out of bounds just a bit before Kaylee Armenta could get it. Our forwards, Addie Smith wears number 3. And on the other end is Kenley Giels, number 25. Those are the 2 that Coach Armin's going to really lean on to try to get some opportunities to score. Again, just 1 goal per game average last year. Stars offensively didn't have a lot of answers, and defensively that was compounded by giving up about 3 goals a game. So they're looking to improve on both ends. That's Liza Fonte in the goal. Cleared out. Chloe Schmidt, and it's going to be corner kick number 2 for the Knights.
Looks like Lila Trout's going to be taking the kick there from the corner.
Second one already for the Knights. Ball trickling out. Good defense there once again. That's Baumann. Takes it all the way herself, but then gets run into a double team. Still has it. Does a nice job clearing it. Stars could have their first look at an offensive possession. Well, still do. Like she might have thought she had backup behind there, but and what's the call? Far side official with the flag. What do you see, Sean?
Must have been offsides there.
Stars guilty of the infraction. First 5 minutes nearly in the book here. No score on the CMA Truck and Auto scoreboard. Ball squirts free, but Ava Schmidt will kick it to her goalkeeper. Neither team overly aggressive yet. Kind of feeling each other out, really. Surveying the defense. Lefevre with a nice pass. Right on the Star logo. Not a lot of pressure here. Looks like we got another offsides call. If I'm correct, I believe so.
Yeah.
Like Tejada was just a bit too far up there. Luers with the pressure. South Adams will keep it. Stars will keep it again. A lot of action slated for the fall season. Not just our soccer team here, but also some football this Friday if you're into that kind of thing. Football is back here in Adams County as well as Wells. Now we're bringing you Bluffton Tiger football as well. Hoping for another great season, great storylines to keep an eye on. The main focus, the center ring of the circus, if you will, Adams Central.
Yeah.
Looking to defend a state title after 3 empty tries. The fourth one netted them another state title. First one in 2A.
And Belmont's going to work to get their first win, in 3 seasons?
There's a shot on goal. Hits off the top bar. That's going to belong to the Stars. Great effort there. Kennedy Chapin with a shot that nearly matriculated into the net from about 30 yards out. What a kick.
Not sure what they're calling here.
I think he was just calling it off the top bar, because if it hits that field goal bar, it should be a goal kick.
Definitely. Yeah, it did green off.
That seems to be the call. But, storylines galore as we were talking about football, but this is European football, of course.
Yeah.
But South Adams here, we'll stick with the Berne theme while we're down here. Coach Mosier's got some key players back. We had some injuries.
Good save there. Second effort there for the goalie.
I think the Starfires, just in my preview, kind of looking at the ACAC, they're kind of my dark horse team this year in the ACAC. I'm not sure if their lack of size can be overcome, but we'll see. I think they've got a lot of spirit, and they certainly got a lot of not role players, but skill players in all the right places. South Adams has the ball. We may have a substitution. We have a pair of them here.
Speaking of football, you can get on Facebook and join the Pigskin Prediction each week. That'll start this week. I believe it's like 13 games that we pick each week, and put in your picks and see how you do against area
know-it-alls.
Know-it-alls, and or think they know it all, and usually get quite a few of the Berne Witness staff that participate.
And I forget every time.
I always forget the first week.
I forget every single time. I don't think I've ever been in it because I just keep forgetting. By the time I get to it, it's too late.
It's kind of tough to start 0-13. So.
Lucy Schwartz and Delaney Schwartz, both sophomores, checking into the ball game and taking a breather on the sidelines for South Adams. Karis Lehman, and I believe that was Mariana Tenorio, is also taking a breath. Coach Armin said before the game, we have a short bench, but feels good about the skill level not dropping off anybody he brings in. So that's a good thing to have, is still got the same amount of skill coming into the ball game. Luers with another, we'll call it a lazy shot attempt. It wasn't a real screamer of a look, but they're kind of poking. They're not punching yet. Luers,
right.
the offense, you can tell, just kind of seeing where they have openings. Stars are weathering the storm to this point, nearly 10.5 into this ball game.
Yeah, South Adams so far hasn't really got any offense churning yet, so hopefully things will settle down here for them and they can start working the ball on the other half of the pitch.
Yeah, if you're one of those believers in time of possession, definitely the Knights have had a majority of the possession here in the first half. The ball really has yet to cross the 40-yard line going the other way. A little too aggressive.
Yeah, a little extending the old arm there. As long as you keep that arm in on your body, you're fine. But when you extend that arm, that's usually when you get yourself in trouble.
Chapin, guilty of the infraction.
So
now it's Tejada forcing the action there. Nice steal there once again. Chapin is going to have her presence felt, you can tell, to the outside. Free ball, Stars have it. Armenta, the nice pass. Lefevre now up once again. Now Delaney Schwartz with the ball. Stars moving. Hattie Smith, Schwartz. Now we're still moving. I should stay with the Stars. Yeah, that's a good call. I always marvel at how they can make those calls from 40 yards away, but I would say arguably they're probably about right, maybe 80% of the time.
yeah, I would say so. It's kind of a hard judgment at times, but of course when you got a guy on each sideline, they can assist the guy in the middle. So
Stars yet to have a shot on goal, but looked like they had some momentum there for a moment.
looks like the weather's cleared out, Dylan. Looked like we were gonna get a spot of rain earlier, but I think it blew past us. And
it did. It literally did blow past us. So they had Luers had a tent. Did you see the tent go flying?
Yeah.
They had a tent set up on their side, and I didn't get to see what happened to that tent. Eventually it ended up in the South Adams parking lot, but it was blowing pretty good out of nowhere. But another corner kick coming for Bishop Luers. This will be their third. Salinas' kick goes much too far to the right, and it just officially turned into a goal kick. So
yeah.
.26 minutes and counting here left in the first half. This portion of the first half, again, brought to you by Graber Insurance. Misplay there. Soccer, a unique sport. Maybe not the most unique in that you could have the ball down on this end forever and never score. But I think baseball is like that in some ways. You know, you could have the bases loaded every inning and not score.
Right.
Sometimes football ends up that way as well. You could be knocking on the door and not get 6. That seems to be the trend. We got another substitution coming in.
Number 6.
Armenta will take a seat as Tenorio will check back in. Something I noticed last year with all the freshmen with a chance to play for South Adams, they were outsized a lot. There were a lot of physicality problems. You know, freshmen matching up with seniors that have been playing for 4 years. And the varsity level, just a big jump for those 14, 15-year-olds.
Definitely. So
now you see a little bit of that physicality. I think Becca Patterson would be proud.
Yeah.
You know, now we're a little bigger, a little stronger, a little taller. 10s have a lot to prove here. It's a heck of a move on the sideline, and she's still rolling.
We're going to have to request some binoculars put in our camera gear.
Or some bigger numbers on the jerseys. Can we request that?
So.
You know those phones that they have for old people, the jitterbugs? Can we get like jitterbug jerseys?
There we go.
Where the numbers are just gigantic. That would be fantastic. Can we order those especially? Just so we can see what's going on. Okay, we're being told that idea is shut down.
Yeah.
That's a non-starter.
Yeah.
I thought I'd try though. .23 left in the first half. Starfires seem to be at a disadvantage on the defensive end here, but at the same time, it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. So they've done a nice job bending but not breaking. Schmidt clears the ball. And we got some substitutions coming in for Bishop Luers.
It's like number 1.
That would be Chasami Del Cid. And
they should have to wear their hair up too.
Yeah, that's true.
17.
Esparza returns. That's going to trickle out of bounds.
Could you keep up being a ball boy, Dylan?
I was just thinking about that. You know, the ball boys doing a heck of a job. I think I would argue the ball boys get as many steps as the girls.
Yeah.
Get that kid a Gatorade. He's working his tail off getting the ball over there. Stoppage in play again. Officials didn't like it. We'll do it again.
Not sure what they called there. Oh.
The
Right.
defender?
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's cheating. No, they did. They saw a Luers player in the box, apparently.
We got a third set of eyes up here helping us out.
Yes, we do. Got to get her microphone. She knows what's going on. Okay, maybe not. Getting some nods. No.
Who was the nod from? Her husband?
I'd rather not say. There might be repercussions if I say who said no. First game of the year for both of these teams. You can kind of tell that working the kinks out. Luers last year in the Norwell sectional. They fell to the Woodland Warriors. Fresh start for Coach Armin and his girls. Last year they fell to Blackhawk Christian 3-0, but a much better seasoned Blackhawk Christian team. Blackhawk had a lot of success in years prior, but still just too much. You know, that's a good culture, that Blackhawk team. Stars trying to get something cooking here. Got numbers. Good pass up. Ball's loose. Starfire's pressing just a bit, and a pass out is going to try to clear this thing away, and the Stars are going to have it. Boy, Addie Smith nearly had something going there with Delaney Schwartz, but couldn't quite get it going forward.
Yeah, if Smith gets in the open field, she's going to be gone.
Stars do a good job of tracking the ball down. Ava Schmidt. Good footwork. Now the momentum again. So some life here from South Adams. Make those Luers defenders work a little bit. Good clear. Defensively for Luers, Brooklyn Gray did a nice job clearing that, the senior.
Nice drop there.
Oh, ball just gets away, but South Adams going to keep it again. This is definitely the farthest they've been on the field to this point. Boy, Addie couldn't get that one. Kicked away, and they'll do it again. Schwartz will throw it in. 18.5 left in the half. We get to the second portion of the first half. We'll give you a sponsor here in a minute. Pass to nobody. Gets away. And at midfield, the Stars will reset. So a good look there, Sean. Looked like we might get a look, but nothing going towards the goal anyway.
Yeah, they did a good job of offensively getting that ball moved down there. And
Ava Schmidt. Kick it back to the safety of the goalie here.
That's always a scary thought for me.
That's going to be offsides.
Yeah. Goalie gets excited and decides to take a long, hard stride at it to kick it and whiffs it and goes under their leg. You're in trouble. So.
Second portion of the first half brought to you by Financial Partners FCU. Our servant-minded hallmarks of service are care, comfort, and convenience. Find out more about our very competitively priced auto loan rates and CDs as high as 4% APY for 12 months by visiting us online at www.financialpartnersfcu.org or by contacting CEO Dave Shuey at 632-4245 extension 214. Financial Partners FCU, your place for servant-minded banking for over 60 years. That hit the flag. I think they're going to give her a corner out of it.
Subs coming in for Luers.
One for the Stars as well.
Mentis coming back in.
Cannot read the jersey for Luers from this far away.
Oh, instead of a corner kick, it was a throw-in.
Okay, so he did signal that it was just shy of that corner. And a good try, just missed to the right. So under 16 now. Still 0-0 on the scoreboard. Another substitution coming in for Luers. Tejada will take a rest. And I believe Jamie Landa is checked in, number 10, who is on the ball defending. It's going to lead to another goal kick. Ball to the middle, off the top bar. That's the second time in the half we've seen a ball go off the top bar.
Yeah, actually, that one was off the goalpost.
That's what I meant to. I was trying to articulate that. There's two bars there.
Yeah.
There's the big yellow one.
Yeah. And if they put it through that one, they don't get 3 points.
They don't get a darn thing for that.
No.
It does look like they meant to do it, though. What skill to hit that top bar. If you felt that aura in the box, it's Seth Sprunger's. He's in the building now.
Yeah.
So. The aura in the room changed. I felt.
Glad you said aura, not smell.
No, not odor. I said aura.
Oh, okay. Yeah, odor will be Friday.
South Adams once again getting the ball on this side of the field. We'll see if we can get a shot on goal. They've definitely amped up the pressure in the last few minutes, which is a good sign for Coach Armin. Give this Luers team something to think about on this end here. Good pressure at midfield. Good handling, good pass. Yeah, I think South Adams, Sean, a little faster to the ball here in the last few minutes.
Oh, good pass. Nice pass, yeah.
Good pass. Oh, darn it.
Almost led to the Stars' first look at a goal here, but broke up just before they could get something cooking.
It's clear that by
Fonte with another goal kick, clearing it. And that's Ballman. She wins those foot races. Tried to save it, just trickled out of bounds. Under 12.5. Just from a shots on goal perspective, Sean, it's 5-0. Luers with 5 attempts at it. 2 of them hit the football crossbar. But nothing that raises any alarm bells as far as the defensive breakdowns. The ball's just literally been down here the whole time. There's a shot that goes to the right. Make it 6 shots on goal. But all in all, pretty good half on the defensive end for South Adams, really limiting the opportunities. Uh-oh. There's a shot deflected nicely by Fonte. Boy, another good. That was the first, I would argue, good look that the Knights have had, except for the first shot. That was point blank, just missed.
Right.
That was in the first 2 minutes of the game. I think the complexion of the game changes if that goes in. Now the Stars have possession here. Boy, that was awfully close. Stoppage in play here. Far side judge sees something. Can we get an offside call? Well, what do we got here? Yeah,
it was an offside.
It was an offside. Not sure who was guilty of the infraction, but well shocked did a good job keeping that thing in bounds. Ava Schmidt will just allow it to matriculate to the goalie. Liza will give it a boot. Even Liza's long boots have looked a little better in the last 5 or 6 minutes, Sean. I think some in-game experience doing wonders for our list of 10s.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of sophomores on this lineup.
Get it out of there.
Getting warmed up and in the flow of play, so another offsides call.
Under 10. Pressure on the ball.
Keep being a problem. Keep being a problem.
Stars get it out of the danger zone. And a nice pass up.
Yeah, definitely.
Addie Smith trying to get in some space. That should be a foul, and it is.
Well,
that's a no-no. Right at midfield.
See if Lefevre can get a boot behind this one. And
Go, 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 go.
Ball gets through.
This is your chance. Boot it.
One dribble and a kick.
Kick it hard.
Just to the right side of the goal. South Adams with their first shot on goal, though, and it was nearly a good one.
yeah, I think that was Kenley Giles.
I think you're right. Yep, Kenley finally had a chance. The ball hasn't been on that side of the field very much at all in the first half. It's mainly been on Addie Smith's side here. So chomping at the bit. Kenley was hoping to get a look at that, but good pressure by Luers to make her think about it a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sean. Is that the first goal kick that we've had from Luers in the first half here?
Yes.
Yeah, the ball has predominantly been on South Adams' defensive side. But the momentum kind of shifting. Luers has had a couple good looks. Goalie comes out to meet it and clears it out.
Stays in play.
Allows the defense to kind of set up for South Adams.
Yes, good job. Go. Go. Take off.
Addie in a foot race. Addie in a foot race.
Go, go, go.
One on. There's a shot and it's good. South Adams. Addie Smith with the goal at the 7:20 mark. One nothing is our score, and after the Bishop Luers Knights, they had the first 6 shots on goal. South Adams finally with some momentum, and they are first on the board. First goal of the year for anybody is Addie Smith.
That's a good job by South Adams setting that up there, Dylan. They had 3 girls that were spread out, and they just stayed with the girl in the middle kept the ball and kind of used the other 2 as a diversion.
And the goalkeeper, Addie Warner, not to be confused with South Adams legend Addie Warner.
Oh dear.
But could not stop the goal. Now Luers, a little bit more urgency on the offense, but again, the Stars bend did not break.
I think for South Adams, we'll see the tempo pick up here. just being more assertive now. Now they got a goal under their side, and offensively and defensively, they're just they can be getting after the ball more aggressively now.
Coach Armin was happy with the progress he saw in the scrimmage against Belmont. Belmont, of course, the premier soccer program in the area. Coach Steve Lee's done a fantastic job with the program over the years, along with Coach Skaggs as well. They've really put in a lot of effort over there at Belmont.
Yeah.
It's a culture that Coach Armin would really love to emulate over here at South Adams.
You know, in the age of the program, too, I'm not sure when Belmont girls started, but I do remember when Belmont boys started. That was in '94 when I graduated, so a few moons ago.
Were you the guy that pushed for that change? We need a soccer team.
No.
No, that wasn't you?
No. Ball deflects off of Schmidt. And it'll be a corner kick for Luers. Got just under 5 minutes now to go in this half.
The corner, this will be the fifth corner of the half for Luers. And again, it didn't amount to a whole lot. They haven't been able to get the ball where they wanted to go there on that corner, have they?
They're offsides for Luers.
A couple players actually in the box there, out of position. So what a turn of events. I would say when the game started all the way to about the 12-minute mark, kind of felt like Luers was eventually going to crack that egg. But starting about the 12-minute mark, South Adams got a couple of good looks. And now the momentum firmly in
Smith's
there.
going to have a breakaway again.
And here we go. Addie's going to have another look. Kicks it. Just got a fingertip on it. Should be a corner.
Should be.
No indication just yet. And they're going to say it's a goal kick. I think she got a fingertip on it, if I'm honest.
Yeah, looked like that ball changed just a little bit.
Hard to see, though. The ball was a breakaway play. The officials, I don't think, had a good look at it. But with 3:30 to go, South Adams had another good look at a goal. And you can just see the Knights, they look a little gassed out there.
Yeah, they do.
South Adams definitely pressing the issue. Want to be careful here. Don't want to get too overextended. Boy, great defense there by Lydia Baumann. South Adams will get it. Oh, that was all Lydia Baumann there. Great defense. And they stopped play for a substitution as Armenta will come back in the game. As Mariana Tenorio will check out. 2.5 to go. That'll belong to Luers. Boy, the body language just changed almost instantly there.
Definitely.
The last couple minutes, it looks like Luers just ready for that halftime.
Bicycle kick there by Luers.
Baumann made that kick just a little more interesting than it needed to be, but we cleared it out.
South Adams ball.
Almost dangling it like a carrot on a stick there.
Yeah.
just out of reach. The Knights have it. Let's see if they have one more push with 1.5 minutes to go. But instead, they're going to get rid of it. And if you're Coach Armin, you definitely want to go in with a 1-0 lead. Do you prioritize defense over offense here the last minute?
I definitely would. Just keep the girls back.
Shot on goal is short. Kind of a desperate attempt to get something to trickle in, but no good.
Just got a handball there.
Under a minute, now down to 40 seconds. South Adams leading 1-0. Plenty of time here. Good time to get your offense set up for one last kick. Uh-oh. And the goal, nice job. Just getting in the way there. Fonte gives it a boot. And I don't know that they'll have enough time to do very much with this. Down to 10. Good defense, and that should do it here. So as we head into halftime, Sean, it is a 1-0 lead for South Adams. An impressive display in the last 12 minutes or so. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a halftime show brought to you by Berne Ready Mix. You're watching Witness Media. We'll be right back.
At Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt, we know that building your reputation goes far beyond the success of today. It is a constant effort to see the needs of others before your own and working to be better every day. We believe in this motto and know that you are worth the effort. The staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt want to walk beside you, and the honor to do so is not taken lightly. For information on how we can better serve you and your family, give us a call at 724-7167.
Partnerships thrive, integrity leads the way, and dedication meets innovation. Tried and true. Truland Equipment. We have the tools and services you need to work the land. A John Deere provider with a broad inventory, assisting you in service and technical support. We respond to your concerns quickly. For all your equipment needs, choose Truland Equipment, where provider means partner.
At Fisher Dental, we fix teeth. We also develop relationships with our patients and create lifelong friends.
Here at Fisher Dental, we clean, extract, and fill teeth. We also make crowns, bridges, partials, and dentures.
At Fisher Dental, we like smiles. And remember, we've got your back.
And your teeth.
In a world worried about the next post, next purchase, next minute, what if we focus on the important over the fleeting? Invest in what lasts. With Everence, grow a fresh outlook to your financial future with financial services rooted in enduring values, faith and purpose, community and love, sharing and giving. Join Everence and make an impact.
On a winning team, players get the job done right the first time. At Helena Chemical Company, getting the job done right is the only job we have. During the growing season, we show customers how to grow stronger, more profitable crops with the Helena Acre, a production system that achieves higher yields and greater returns. A key product on the Helena Acre team is Hydrahume, an organic acid that gives crops a better chance to take up more nutrients and moisture for stronger returns at harvest. To learn more, go to helenaconnects.com.
These days, peace of mind starts at your front door.
Innovative Concepts has been helping protect families for over 30 years with our trusted security experience. From smart cameras to burglary alarm systems with local 24/7 monitoring, we install it all. With a low monthly monitoring fee, protecting what matters most has never been easier. Call Innovative Concepts Audio Video today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
From dreamer to doer, bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to be, turning passion into profession, finding your true calling in a career, and bringing your dreams to life, it takes two things: the right path and the right people to walk alongside you. At Indiana Wesleyan University, we help dreamers become doers with accessible, flexible learning pathways and world-class people making world-changing connections. The road ahead, it's closer than you think. Discover the way at IWU.
Building people's dreams for the past 19 years, Marquee Builders offers a complete design build experience. Whether you're looking to build a new home or just update your existing home, we offer a full range of construction services to Adams and the surrounding counties. If you need help visualizing your project, we have a full-time design staff that can work with you to create the look of your dreams. Big or small, the attention to detail and exceptional quality is what all of our customers have come to expect. Give us a call for your free consultation, or stop in and visit us at our showroom in Berne.
For nearly 70 years, Baumgartner attorneys have provided dependable legal services to you, your parents, and your grandparents.
With both Dave and Nick Baumgartner providing legal services, you can be assured that we'll be here for generations to come. Whether your legal needs include estate planning, estate settlements, real estate, corporations, LLCs, or personal injury, we're here to serve you.
So come and visit us in Berne or call 589-3139. Baumgartner Attorneys, legal services for you and your family.
Since opening Miller Land Surveying in 2005, we've grown to not only service Adams County, but the entire Northeast Indiana region. Business growth has led us to expand with additional field crews, advanced technology, locations in both Monroe and Fort Wayne. Miller Land Surveying partners with various clients to aid in residential and commercial real estate transactions, development of schools, industrial parks, subdivisions, various commercial development projects, and more. At Miller Land Surveying, precision and professionalism is where we draw the line.
Do you know all of the services provided at Decatur Hardware and Rental? We're a U-Haul dealer. We fill grill tanks, test pool water, custom mix paint, cut keys, ship UPS packages, cut glass, rent tents, tables, and chairs, a trencher, skid loader, tractor, sod cutter, scaffolding, and so many more items. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, or paint. Decatur Hardware and Rental can make your project much easier to complete. Decatur Hardware and Rental, across from the Bungie plant, do it best.
Mitchell Enterprises Corporation is a trucking and feed sales company located in Bluffton, Indiana. Owner Luke Bright is a lifetime resident of Adams County and proudly sells a variety of show feeds and supplements. Sunglow and Linder show feeds are the most popular among other supplements and livestock care that they stock daily. Mitchell Enterprises would be happy to help with any of your feed needs and are always looking to hire CDL drivers in the area. Contact Luke and his team at 260-353-1050 or check them out at mitchellenterprises.com.
Back at South Adams, we've got about 3 minutes to go here. The Berne Ready Mix halftime show. For new homes and backyard projects to factories and farms, we offer experience and service you can count on. Visit us at 155 East Buckeye Street in Berne or online at www.bernereadymix.com. South Adams, your leaders into the halftime, 1-0. Are you shocked? What are your thoughts here? The Stars, certainly on paper, look to be on the underdog end, but they lead 1-0 here, Sean.
Yeah, it's kind of surprised. There's kind of a tale of two halves in that first half.
Mm-hmm.
With about 12, 15 minutes, Luers was handling the ball pretty well. South Adams hadn't had a chance to get it past 30 yards from their goal, and finally got some breaks to get the ball moved down that direction. Had a couple nice shots on goals, and actually, 2 shots on goals?
South Adams ended up with 3 there.
Three,
They
okay.
got 2 in the last 4 minutes there.
Yeah, and so taking care of business. Not having the opportunities too frequent, but hey, when you can score 33%, in baseball, that's a pretty good average. So
that's pretty good. I mean, they very nearly had a goal on their first attempt.
Right.
That one was a bit wayward to the right, but no matter. The Stars are leading 1-0. Does their approach change at all here at the beginning of this second half?
For Coach Armin, I'm sure with having a short bench, you'll probably definitely focus on defense more. Being up 1-0 in a soccer game is like being up 3-4 nothing in a baseball game. So could be a turn of could be what just carries them across that finish line in the second half. So defensively, just keeping your head up. I notice the girls a lot of times just not looking clearly where the ball's going. So defensively keeping your head up when you do get the ball to be able to clear it out, to pass it forward and get it up to your mids and your forwards and stuff. So it'll be interesting. Coach Armin he's a pretty aggressive guy off the soccer field when it comes to sports and competing. So I think he'll probably still push it a little bit in the second half.
I think he kind of felt that there was a little mush where they were pushing. In the first half they had very little opportunities on this end until the last 10 minutes. But in that 10 minutes, when South Adams had some momentum and got through, it seemed to be that might be where the Luers team kind of struggles this year. Is it looked like they had a lot of openings on the defensive side. 2 shots on goal by Addie, and then on the other end, the other side of things, Kenley had a good look that she missed just right.
Right.
So those were our 3 shots on goal, and that fits right in with what Coach Armin had said. He said those are the 2 girls we're going to rely on offensively to kind of create opportunities for us. So here we go. South Adams will start with the soccer ball. They switch sides, now going towards the school. And we'll see then if Luers changes their approach. And you would think they, at some point, have to pick up the urgency. But 40 minutes is an eternity.
Yeah, it is.
South Adams has to do a lot of things here to secure this win. And it would be a good statement for this South Adams team to start the year 1-0.
Yeah, it definitely would. It definitely build a lot of momentum as they get the season started off. She had her on the throw in there. The back foot has to be in contact with the ground the whole time, so she lifted it a little bit, so it gave the ball to Luers. But yeah, whatever South Adams can do to build some momentum here to get the season started. Win and a half. That's going to build, for this game. Luers are taking their first shot on goal in this half.
Now, is there any mark where you would not call that a shot on goal due to how far away it was, or how little velocity it had on the kick? How do you determine what makes that not a shot on goal? Kind of a technical question.
Just a judgment. It's. I guess you gotta look at what the intent was. If it was the.
Nice move on the baseline. Tried to kick it in the middle, didn't get enough on it.
That one there, I wouldn't call it a shot on goal. I'd say that was more she's trying to center the ball up, and so.
It's like she tried to pass to a friend that wasn't there.
Yeah, so. Took on the back of the head.
Luers player took one right to the back of the head.
So. South Adams has numbers here.
Delaney Schwartz did not start the
Shot
game.
on the outside.
But she had some good minutes, Delaney. So she's definitely in there to begin the half.
Shock doing a good job of battling down there in the corner. Well, it's off of Luers, so South Adams will have a throw in here.
And you know, they're finding themselves on this end a little more now.
Yeah.
Finding a way to push through that defense. Stars content to keep 3 players at midfield. And there's an opening, but the foot race won by the Stars. That's Ava Schmidt. She's done a nice job getting in front of the offensive player all game.
Yeah, she's one of those girls on defense that you can rely on pretty heavily to make some havoc.
Lucy Schwartz broke that one up.
Ooh.
2 players collide.
Sure, they're gonna call that there is.
I don't think there was any malintent there. They just got their feet tangled up a bit.
Yeah. Schmidt was actually facing their goal, and the other girl kind of got her back turned and got ran into there. So kind of a collision, but they end up giving the ball to Luers.
Haven't been too many fouls in the game. I don't think either team's been overly aggressive, but now another foul on the Stars. Now, can you explain that one to the casual fan there, Sean?
I didn't quite see that one there.
Looked like
it was a handball, or
is there an equivalent in hockey to high sticking?
Yeah, there is.
It's called a high kick. See, I was right.
Yeah.
I lean heavily on you guys that know the soccer game more than myself, but I knew there had to be something. You can't put a boot that high up. That's not right.
No.
I'm pretty proud of myself. I got one right. It's high. It's a high kick. We'll take that. So the back and forth chess match continues here. Luers looking to even this thing up. South Adams, they've had a few chances on the other end now, staying aggressive. So storylines abound here in the second half. This part of the second half brought to you by the Habiger Ace. Let the area's most extensively trained staff assist you with your hardware needs. Visit Habiger's Ace, a hardware store, and so much more. Nice touch on the defensive end, and then another wayward kick, but Luers just content kind of kicking it back. And there's a bit of a change. Liza with a huge boot. Change from the first half there. Liza, I think she would have tried to just boot that away, but understanding you're kind of milking the clock in this situation, so she picks it up, takes her time. Maybe Coach Armin having a hand in that, maybe letting her know. Pick it up a few more times.
Yeah.
Kick it a little farther if you want to. Boy, Luers touched that. That's going to stay with South Adams. Momentum shifting again. Addie couldn't quite get a foot on it.
That's a ball there where I'd like to see South Adams actually work it up the side to try to get it into the center to Addie. But so I got a sub coming in.
Sub coming in, that is Karis Lehman checking in. Coach Freely moving in girls, and he mentioned that he was going to do that. That he had full confidence in whoever was on the bench, the 2 girls in the short roster that were going to sit out. He could plug them in at any time.
Bauman doing a good job there, running down the ball and sneaking in behind the defender.
It turns into a goal kick, but kind of a dangerous pass back toward the goal there. Liza will have a chance to put another boot on it. Now Kaylee Armenta checks out. Another sub, and we've got a new player for Luers as well. It looked to be Angelina Collin, maybe, the 15.
Look like it.
She'll check in. Luers last year actually had one less goal than the Starfires did as a team. It's going to be a corner for Luers, the first of the half for them. South Adams yet to have a corner, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
But the numbers last year, Del Cid, now a junior, she had 5 goals, led the team. And then senior, number 3, Lila Trout, had 4. And there, boy, nearly getting in. That was a little too close for comfort for
Definitely.
Coach Armin, but
yeah.
Stars come away with it. Luers gangs up, double team, and Brooklyn Gray again does a nice job clearing it out. Stars on their end. Lefevre with the toss. Well, might have got away with a handball, or might not have.
Yeah, they did. Well, no, they called it. Sorry.
Might not have gotten away with that one.
Yeah.
You got to figure if we can see it from up here, they probably can see it on the field.
Yeah. The thing with a handball is that pretty much extends up the forearm.
Good pressure. Boy, how good has Lydia Ballman been? Just really being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, she's very calculated on knowing where to be at. She definitely reads the ball in the field well and knows where the opposition is.
Lehman in the action, trying to get a steal, and a good change of direction there, and a nice pass.
Yeah,
and a nice pass again. Oh boy, she nearly had something going there. That was a nice touch pass from Tenorio. Addie couldn't quite get a boot on it.
Yeah, Smith had that defender on her. I think she felt a little rushed there to try to settle that ball, so she just took a shot for the goal. Bauman again.
You know, that was Patterson last year, the player that just seemed to be in every single play.
Yeah.
And it looks like Bauman has kind of embraced that role now.
The good thing is as Lydia does that more and more, as the season goes on, it's just going to build her confidence and defensively, and she'll carry into next year to her senior campaign.
Stars with a good look. One
Center
pass
ball
away
here.
from the middle, and it's going to – I don't know if it was deflected or not. Nope, they're going to say it was just booted right into the side of the goal. A little bit of a miscue there by the Stars. Looked like – is that Luell? Is that Shock? Might have been. Had something going there in the corner.
So.
But the Stars do manage to get a shot on goal here in the second half. That's how you're judging that particular kick. It seemed to me like it was a shot on goal, but I have to get official word on a scorekeeper. I'd love to pick the brain of a scorekeeper in soccer. Like how do you administer a shot on goal on paper there? But South Adams maintaining that 1-0 lead. Defensively, they've looked pretty stout here in the second half. South Adams will now set up their offense going the other way. Foul on Luers.
Kind of a break for Luers, I think, there, because South Adams was had some momentum going up the field. And
good pass.
they wanted to work that left side of the field. Must have saw something in the first half there that they liked for the second half.
Well, one of their 3 shots was from Kentley Giels. Could be that Coach Armin maybe just wants to give his second scorer another look. Ball had mostly been on Adelaide Smith's side. Nice pass. Lehman handles it on the sideline. It's going to remain with South Adams. So Karis Lehman, a good touch pass. Tenorio does a nice job maintaining.
Got a handball there.
Yeah, Coach yelling, look at Kenley. Definitely trying to get it over to that side of the field a little bit.
Nice pass there.
Kenley's in the area. The goal is not – the goalie tried to kick it out, but, boy, Luers did a nice job there getting out of a jam.
Yeah, down with the ball. Not sure why the goalie didn't pick that one up.
Now Luers looking to go the other way with it.
Ava doing a good job there clearing the ball.
So stark change, Sean, from the beginning of this game. Remember, we were talking about the first 28 minutes or so kind of belonged to the Luers Knights, but South Adams definitely the aggressor. Now a foot race. Kenley has it. Doesn't put enough on the left foot, though.
Yeah. You know, as we talked at the beginning of the game, Dylan, Coach Omarin was focusing on, conditioning and just being ready to go. And I think that's definitely, you can see it. These girls, like I said, having only 2 subs. And they're getting subbed frequently, but, you're not seeing girls grabbing their knees while they're out on the field or putting their hands above their heads. So they're definitely showing signs of being a well-conditioned team.
Boy, a heck of a boot there by Fonzie.
Girls are eager to go in there.
Now, it's not like basketball where the next dead ball you get to go in. It's
right.
Can you kind of explain maybe to the casual fan, like how does the substitution get determined?
So subbing has to occur when you are in possession of the ball. So, like in that case, if Luers want to bring girls in now, they could come in then.
And they are. They're bringing 4
so
in.
Since they're bringing girls in now, South Adams can sub in. So
wholesale changes over there for Luers.
Yeah.
Too many to keep track of, but
yeah.
A much-deserved rest for Delaney Schwartz. She'll come out of the ball game.
One thing I don't know about soccer is, it probably depends on the school, but how do kids earn a letter in a sport, soccer? Because it's hard to gauge minutes played because you don't have somebody writing those down as you go in and go out. So
Kenley's got a look here.
Yeah.
Giels on the left side gives it a kick just to the left. Well, she's missed a few times just like that, just barely. Stars had a great chance to make this a 2-0 game. Yeah, to your point, I mean, it becomes more obvious in other sports. You know, you play a certain amount of tennis matches, you get a letter.
Right. So, yeah.
Certain amount of quarters at varsity, basketball, football. But how do you determine it here in soccer? It's a great question. I would imagine you have to have a certain amount of matches played to get a letter.
Maybe.
Nice pass to Smith. She's got to look if she can get a boot on it. Just did get deflected right there at the last second. I don't think she felt the defender there. Lucy Schwartz has had a couple of nice passes to the middle since checking into the game.
Stars with the ball here.
That was Kennedy Chapin down on the other end that broke up that goal, or at least a look at a goal. Coming up on the halfway mark of the second half here, 21 minutes to go, and it's been South Adams very much the aggressor. Bauman kind of gives it away there.
Yeah, it's a ball I'd like to see Bauman just bomb. Just get it down there, get your forwards a chance to break away and take off with the ball.
Good footwork, a couple dribbles away from a pass here. And a good one.
Yeah.
Smith got turned around, though, and that leads to Warner coming up to field the ball.
Fever did a good job of carrying that ball up the field.
South Adams the first to just about every ball right now. They look like the team that is fresher.
Yeah, definitely.
That might have been a handball right there.
Yeah, I think it probably was. That girl kind of stopped and she felt guilty. So, turnover or reverse call there by the head official.
I think that's the right call.
Yeah,
it looked like in the pressure there in the scrum, it looked like Tenorio was the last to put a boot on it.
Luers brings a couple more subs in here.
As we get into our last 20 minutes of action here, brought to you by Ms. Lehman. Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960. They have the experience and expertise you can count on. Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers, welcome home.
The Luers player looked like she crossed over the line on that toss in.
South Adams swarming now, the pressure. And Luers, boy, the body language from Luers, they just kind of look defeated right now.
Yeah, they do.
Don't want to keep them engaged, though. Here's a good opportunity. Liza kicks it out to Ballman. Nice pass. That one got away from Lefevre just a little bit. Opportunity, but Liza does a good job coming out to it, and it's going to end up being South Adams' ball here. Heady play by Liza.
It's a pretty big gamble there, but she definitely had an advantage.
Now Luers going to have a little pep in their step, kick toward the goal, and I don't even think that had a chance to go in.
No, I don't think so either. That'll give Luers a corner kick.
That's going to lead. Yeah, she kind of had that look on her face afterwards, like maybe I should have let that go. 7th corner kick of the game for Luers, This has not been their strong suit just by the eye test. They haven't been able to get one right in the middle, although the last one was pretty close. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Right to Liza, though. Coach Armin says, hey, let's set up here for a second.
Yeah, take your time. Keep people in position.
Heels fighting for position. Fonte there, if needed, and Liza does kick it out. Good hustle. Oh, didn't get a boot on it. Good hustle, though. Lucy Schwartz tried to save that one. Now controlled by Esparza. A couple of stars in the area.
Good D there.
Again, South Adams just first to the ball. Brooklyn Gray with a nice pass crossing court. Luers with the numbers if they want to. Good pass. Boy, there's the conditioning.
Yeah.
And it looks to me, Sean, like Luers, they don't have a real feel for that offsides yet. Early in the season, you know, we're positioning where you're allowed to be. Looks like they're kind of struggling with that a little bit.
Right.
That's Lila Trout that always ends up being too far on the left side. That'd be the left side of your screen, that is, as you're watching at home. Giels trying to get another look at it. One more dribble, and it's good.
Good.
Finally gets one to go. Kenley Giels at the 5:20 mark. 15-20, the Stars have put an exclamation mark on this game. Not out of the woods yet, but you got to feel a heck of a lot more comfortable if you're Coach Armin.
Oh, definitely. So that definitely allows them to breathe a little bit easier. And you know, here's where, you know, with 15 minutes to go, you can still be somewhat aggressive, but you know, you can pull some of your mids back and play some D and just keep control of that ball. And a long shot.
Yeah, under 15 now. Stars are in a great position to start their season with a win. First couple of minutes of the second half, Luers looked like they had some fire and came out ready to go. But, boy, after about maybe the 35-minute mark and on, it looks like their body language has just changed. The conditioning maybe not quite there for Luers just yet.
Got numbers here.
Another look inside.
See what they're going to call here.
Warner did a good job coming in. Are they going to say, did she crowd the – is it a foul there? Is that what they call? Just offsides, okay.
Yeah. Kind of a late call.
I didn't think there were – it didn't look like any collision there. Some confusion there. I'll stop the clock for a moment here and have a conversation. And as we redirect, I saw Lydia Ballman take that opportunity to sit down for a minute. I don't blame her. Take a little beat while you're waiting. She has been all over the field here in the second half, especially.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're discussing here. It looked like
now, is he going to have a conversation with Luers' coach here? Possibly. Just briefly mentioning something. And we play on. Coach Yvonne Miranda didn't seem to be arguing anything, so.
Smith with a chance here.
Smith, can she win the foot race?
Ooh.
No. Trying to avoid the collision and does, but boy, just dribbled that a little too far. If she kept that tighter, she might have had a look.
Yeah.
Did a nice job clearing the defender. Pressure by Schmidt, and then in to break it up is Ava Schmidt. Tag team in Ava and Chloe Schmidt. Ball kept in play. Luers, they got 12 minutes to play with here.
Still plenty of time to put a goal on the scoreboard.
Luers is going to keep it. And a substitution for Luers on the defensive side. I believe that's Yuri Ramirez checking back in. Kick to the middle, nobody's home. Karras' pass a little light. Stars keep it though. And content to just clear it out. Ball bounces out. That's a souvenir for the fans. Look at the hustle. Coach Armin out there to get the ball. Now we need to get Coach a Gatorade. He's out there hustling as well.
Goal kick there.
I think he had time to sign an autograph or two. He didn't take that opportunity, though.
I'm surprised.
Starfires have it. 10:40 to go in the match. And a comfy 2-0 lead here in their opener. Last season, Luers, they ended their season 4-13. They picked up a win against South Adams 5-0. But after that 5-0, they only scored 12 more goals the rest of the year. So this is a big-time revenge win for South Adams. And really because if you look at the roster, there's not a lot of turnaround for Luers either. There were a lot of young players on the team last year that have returned this year. They did lose a few seniors, but only on the defensive end they lost a few. Look in the middle, nice stop. That was Kennedy Chapin stepping into that one all the way from her midfield position.
And sometimes the midfielder's got to just take one of those shots to try to surprise a goalie.
Well, I mean, we saw a couple of the Luers shots go off the football crossbar. They were very close in that first half, but since then, Luers hadn't really had a lot of opportunities that close. There's 2 in a row, though. Frustrated with herself on that kick there.
Yeah, it was Donna's taking
shot.
Nice boot there by Fonte.
Both teams 5 shots on goal here in the second half.
Centers the ball up. Good. Corner kick.
Tenorio tried to track it down, but Coach Armin said, hey, let's let that go.
Yeah.
First corner kick of the game here, right?
Give us a shot.
Starfires will get their first corner. Is that Giels with the corner? Looks to be. Nobody in the box, and they'll settle for the kick out to Smith here, trying to out-dribble her opponent. That one got away a bit. Official calls it a little bit late. I'm not sure. That wasn't a whole lot there, but I mean, she did lose her balance. But
yeah, I don't think there's any contact from it. But
I think he called that out of a sense that he missed something there.
Yeah.
But Esparza, that was a handball, and they didn't miss that one.
No, she could have had a high foot too. She's smiling on her way down the field, knowing, yep, that was definitely me.
Well, the official got his comeuppance there. Ball got him right in the backside. There we go. We'll continue play. Coach Armin, pretty proud of the schedule he's put together, mostly comprised of 2A schools, as opposed to settling for the 1A group that he could settle for, being that, South Adams a 1A team in soccer.
Yeah.
But this is an example. Luers, obviously a 2A team, playing with the likes of Belmont, Norwell, Woodland, Heritage. It's only going to shape the culture if they can scrape some wins against the bigger teams.
Yeah, definitely. For South Adams, they unfortunately have to play up in that Fort Wayne sectional, and it always gives them a tough road to hoe, no matter who they draw. But if you can play some tough competition along the way, it'll only sharpen your arsenal.
Players kind of hacky sack their way into that exchange, but South Adams comes away with it. 2-0 on the scoreboard as we get to the final 6 minutes of the Ms. Lehman second half.
Can you still hacky?
Can I still? Not effectively. You certainly don't want to put any bets on me. But.
Yeah. I bought one on vacation when we were out east, and
the official just took another one off the back. Yeah. Now it's starting to feel personal.
Yeah. At least each team's done it.
Yeah, it wasn't the same girl or something.
Yeah.
Giels mistimed the kick. They'll give it back. So win, lose, or draw, this South Adams team's got to be thrilled. It was 5-0 last time. Kind of got away from them in the opener up at Fort Wayne. And you got to think, too, they were all 9s. They're 10s this year. They were all 9s. First look at varsity soccer. And they go on the road against a 2A school. And they gave up 5 goals. But this time, on their home field, at least for the moment, they are looking at a victory.
Nice footwork there by Adeline Smith to keep that ball in the South Adams end of the ball, or into the field. Luers has to clear it out, and that'll be over the end of the goal, so it'll be a goal kick.
I think you're right. Stars going to get another corner out of it.
Approaching that 4-minute mark. Armina's pushing everybody up, but 2 defenders.
This time Giels will give it a boot to the middle. Misplayed, still open. Smith had it off the back. It's still free. Luers fortunate on that one. Warner did not come up with that cleanly.
Stars are definitely putting the pressure on here.
Smith is looking for another goal here. Under 3.5. South Adams realistically could sit on it here, but they are applying more pressure. If for no other reason, this is a mentally a good comeback win for them from last season. You know, you want to averaging 1 a game last year. If you can get 3, boy, that'd be quite the statement to start the year.
I mean, all intents and purposes, that's a 7-point swing when you look at it.
Look at it, and not quite on par there. Didn't get a good boot. I'm sure she'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, a little more power there, and I think that it might have squeezed underneath the hands of the goalie. I think we do have plans to have Coach Armin come up and join us after the
Yep, that
game,
was
so.
his intention anyway. We know how coaches tend to forget, but
yeah,
we're hoping that we can get him up here.
Approaching that 2-minute mark here. This is crunch time for Luers. Going to have to get something going.
Coach Armin giving instructions from the sideline, says take your time here.
Yeah. Let's pass up.
Under 2 minutes now. Stars trying to get one more look at the goal, perhaps. Giels in the area, and that might be a corner.
The opposite side here. She's hustling it up there and just puts the ball on the ground. Good fight over there. She's
pleading for a call, but did not
this
quite
late in the
get
game,
it.
I don't think you're going to get that, especially leading 2-0.
Luell, I mean, you can't blame her for asking. She
Right.
certainly looked like she got fouled in the corner there, but Luers desperately trying to get one more look.
Yeah, less than a minute to go.
.30 seconds left to play. Stars are going to go 1-0 here on their home field, Starfire Field. Adjusting nicely to the turf, it seems. I will say, having seen them play last year, the passing much crisper.
Yeah.
The dribbling, the passing, the handling. I think Luers as a team probably looks a little more polished handling the ball, but certainly the conditioning and the speed.
One final shot. That's the Doyle.
That's going to do it. Stars get 3 shots on goal in the first half, but they end up with 8 more in the second, just piling on the pressure. They come away with a 2-0 victory. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have a post-game show brought to you by RK Financial. You're watching Witness Media. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for new flooring, K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years. Owners Mike and Ella Clifton, along with their amazing staff, take great pride in serving you. Check out our showroom for a variety of manufacturers and distributors consisting of carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. K&N Carpet is the only Mohawk Floorscapes dealer in the Fort Wayne area. So give us a call at 260-639-3591 and come see the experts in flooring at 12108 US 27 South, or check us out on Facebook.
Rooted in the community and backed by extensive experience, Adams Health is here to diagnose the most complex conditions with care and compassion. We offer specialty care in women's health, orthopedics, sports medicine, urology, gastroenterology, pulmonology, neurology, and more. With multiple locations in Adams County, you'll get the care you need close to home. We see new patients quickly because your health shouldn't have to wait. Visit adamshospital.org to schedule today. Your health is our priority.
Are you in the market for a used vehicle, or are you looking for a rental van or trailer? CMA Truck and Auto provides a variety of vehicles in a variety of price ranges, and Swiss City Vans offers rental services for a range of equipment. We invite you to visit us in person at the south edge of Berne on US 27, or to visit us online at cmatruckandauto.com, where you can sort our inventory by price range. You can also visit our Facebook page, where we keep in touch with our customers and promote giveaways. Enjoy the vehicle buying process without hidden fees or high-pressure sales at CMA.
Krukeberg Auction and Realty of Decatur is dedicated to providing you with a grand auction experience. Their stellar team has over 100 years of combined listing and sales experience, specializing in auctioning homes, personal property, land, farms, equipment, antiques, and business liquidations. Licensed in Indiana and Ohio, call Krukeberg Auction and Realty at 724-7402 or stop by 1030 South 13th Street in Decatur. Make the best choice by making Krukeberg Auction and Realty your first choice for a grand auction and realty experience.
Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960.
We are here to help you through all stages of life.
From commercial properties
to auctions
to farmland and equipment
and owning your first home.
They didn't believe it before. Now they believe that the conditioning is good there. Welcome back to South Adams. Talking about conditioning with Sean Hamrick. We were kind of marveling at it was a night and day difference, South Adams and Bishop Luers. Luers still in their conditioning mode. South Adams maybe slightly ahead. I think that made all the difference. This is the post-game show brought to you by RK Financial. For the best help with your 401ks, IRAs, college saving plans, retirement goals, estate planning, life insurance, and long-term care needs, call Randy Kistler with RK Financial at 589-3533. Coach Armin is on his way up, but man, you have some thoughts on the game here before he gets up here?
You know what, Dylan? I mean, to start out the season with a victory, a 2-0 victory over Luers here. Like you said, they solidified that 5-0 loss last year. South Adams, only winning one game last year, I believe you said. So, they're starting off the season right. As we said before, definitely conditioning is definitely going to be the thing that Coach Armin is going to instill in these girls to stay conditioned and stay up and be putting pressure on the ball. And we've seen that throughout the whole game. So they didn't back down at all. Like I said earlier, they didn't seem grabbing their head or putting their hands on their knees. So I'm going to slide over here and let Coach Armin come in and talk to Dylan. So
we'll let him get the headset on before we grill him with these big questions here. But man, Coach, 1-0.
Man, what a difference, right? Last year we started against this team. We were 5-0.
We talked about it, yeah.
Yeah, and
freshman's first look.
Yes, and I said it before the game. I mean, we were young, we were intimidated. This year we came out with confidence. The two that I expected to score the goals.
Yeah, you called it.
Addie and Kinley, and I wasn't very happy with the first half of them dominating possession, but
yes.
We took care of the opportunities and we capitalized. We had a couple left out there, but hey, it's soccer. You're going to have that.
It seemed like Luers had a couple that they left early. It looked a couple off the crossbar. We thought maybe they'd take an early lead. We dodged some bullets there. But I think you hit it on the head. I had from the 40-minute mark at the beginning of the game to about the 12-minute mark, Luers seemed to be in control, dribbling the ball well, passing, pressuring. We didn't find ourselves on the South Adams end for quite a while, but we did take advantage of the opportunities we had. I had us for 3 shots on goal in the first half.
For sure, and the biggest thing is, again, that was the adjustment we tried to make. I don't know if you guys saw, we moved Luel Shock into the middle. I feel like she just controls that a little better. But it's just a work in progress. Being first game, having only 13 girls, it's sometimes hard to put on a full scrimmage to adjust. But this time, game time is a great time to make the adjustment. But they are so well conditioned. I'm so proud of them.
They really are. I mean, we noted it many times in the game that Luers, they looked a step slow. Not that their conditioning isn't good, but ours seemed to be better. We were definitely first to the ball in the second half. At what point did you kind of see that, the tide kind of turning?
Yeah, so again, I said it before the game. I have 13 girls that no matter who I put out there, the 11, I don't feel like we're any weaker. But I feel like once we scored that first goal, we really bought in, got the confidence, and second one came after in the second half really early. So it was a great turnout for us.
It looked like you were making kind of a concerted effort to get Kenley the ball there.
Yeah, so Kinley does a great job of controlling it. She's actually one of those girls that's not very selfish. She wants to assist her players, but I've told her many times, you have the foot and you have the speed and you have the time and opportunity, you got to score that goal.
And she did. She took advantage of it, had a couple good looks. She had 2 or 3 that went kind of off the side, and you could tell she was just kind of nibbling and then finally got one to go there. So the 2-0 win, you go 1-0, and let's look and see what you got ahead of you. You've got a tough Blackhawk Christian team on the road. They're traditionally always tough. Even if they're having a down year, they're tough to beat at their place. So what are your thoughts on them?
Well, I think winning this game and going in with confidence of winning it, I hope we don't just let our guard down and just think we're going to cruise to the rest of the season. So we're going to work tomorrow to focus on Blackhawk Christian. We know they're always tough. They always have a great program. And we always see them in sectional, whether it be first round or second round, they're there. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, second game of the week there for you. It'll be a Thursday night battle in Fort Wayne. Good luck, Coach. We hope that you can pull that out, and we'll see from here. I'm glad we got to see the first win of the season for you.
Me too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being out here as well.
Sure. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Coach Armin taking the time to come up and talk with us. Well, Sean, he's putting the headset on. Sean, we saw the shots on goal kind of change tune. The first half, Luers had 8. South Adams had 3. Stars have 8. Luers has 5 in the second half. So definitely South Adams taking advantage of the shots on goal, and they were the more aggressive team in the second half. Did you have parting thoughts before we get to our player of the game?
No, I mean, just to reiterate what Coach Armin said, I mean, they just knew that, no matter who they put out on the field, they weren't afraid to go to battle with Luers. Like we've talked, several times here about just the conditioning. So I think that's going to be the key. I think it's going to catch people off by surprise. It is a young team still, a lot of underclassmen, but I think as the game progresses and that conditioning lasts through the game, it's going to wear teams down, and I think it's going to surprise some teams this year.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I saw that equivalent, I think, in AC football. There were times in the season last year that the Jets looked flat. They looked like first half that, well, maybe this is the time they lose it. And then they come out in the second half, and they just blew the lid off of the lead because they were just a better conditioned team. And I think you see that with the South Adams soccer team here too as well. Good assessment there. The Berne Witness Player of the Game is sponsored by FM Investments Raymond James. For investments, finances, or retirement planning, call 368-9939 to set up an appointment at FM Investments Raymond James. Our Player of the Game, she scored the first goal of the season for South Adams. It's Adeline Smith.
I think Adeline did a good job tonight. She definitely had quite a few shots on goal. She got that first one to go. She got South Adams off to the right start. I thought she handled the ball well, and she got the ball. just did a good job. Not to take anything away from the defense. I think the defense did well. Fonte did well in goal, but got to have that spark to get things going, and that was definitely Adeline Smith there on that breakaway to get out there and score that first goal.
Don't go anywhere this week. Friday, football is back. Football in full swing. Garrett at Adams Central is the game I'll be at with Mike Cooper. The other games of interest, Heritage is at Belmont. Corbin and Josh will call that one. Bluffton is at Shenandoah. That's Brandon and Michael calling that one. And South Adams at Marion Local. That'll be quite the drive for you, Sean. You get to run that one as well. Seth and Phil will bring the call. But a lot of football on Friday.
Yeah, definitely. We're off to a quick start here with the webcast season. So be sure to tune in. Stay tuned in all season long as we bring you live action from Adams and Wells County. And, we can't do it without our great sponsors that we have throughout the season. If you see them on the webcast, be sure to let them know, hey, I caught you guys on the game or on the, you went back and watched as you go into those local businesses, whether in Adams or Wells County in the area. Be sure to let them know that they'd be happy to hear that.
Got plenty of volleyball action as well. Soccer, volleyball, football, you name it, we've got it. That's it for us. Dylan Malone, Sean Hamrick on the call tonight. Allie West on the roof. She did a fantastic job with all the angles. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Witness Media.